Okay, this thing does not break. What the was that? Now, granted we have an off-road car, is it faster to actually use the dirt lines? How's this car? It's actually kind of nice. Commands. I don't know how it boosts, but for yeah, I don't know how it boosts, but also considering it's the North Loop, I don't really think boosting is all that important. Um, but it's actually quite nice to drive on the North Loop. It's got a good amount of power, like what you would want. Like it's not too much for the North Loop. It's actually just like perfect. It's got weak brakes, but I also didn't upgrade them, so I don't know how the upgraded brakes are. But the brakes are a little bit weak. Not anywhere near like the Brawler or the Slam Ban or anything, but you do have to brake a little bit noticeably earlier with this. At least with stock brakes. Yeah, it's got a lot of grip, but it's well balanced, I would say, for the North Loop, I would say. It's actually quite nice. Yeah, the hard braking zones are going to be slightly challenging, but I feel like once we get the braking zones figured out, it's going to be quite nice to drive. And it's an off-road car, so I don't know if it has any handling for the dirt lines, but I saw Emoji do the one thing, and it seemed faster, where you kind of do the jump into the thing, like in a few corners from here. I'm going to do a 1 hour practice after the session. Or I might give some more time to get cars or whatnot. I don't know yet. We'll see. I want to do a practice though. Do practice today. So let's see how it goes. If people don't want to do an hour, then they can just do normal practices with maybe like 5 laps or so. We'll see what happens, who shows up. Wants to race. Yeah, I hear that Tampa is quite a handful from what people have been saying throughout the week. Not as sure about the FMJ. I haven't been paying attention to how it drives. But it's gonna be pushing sub 4 minutes, I think. From at least what I've been seeing from PC people. Yeah, like the fire, it doesn't feel like I get any boosts from these. Which might be fine, because then I don't have to worry about them. But yeah, it doesn't feel like it gains anything from those. Not that they're ever strong in any car, but might not really be worth it. I just steer a lot, damn. Yeah, because the downforce, right? So like all the fast corners in the first half of the track, and then after sort of like this massive straight, then it's all sort of understeer central for downforce cars. Yeah, that's the one corner that really is tricky, I think. Because if you brake too late there, you're going off the cliff. Like, it's kind of deceptive in that spot. I want to do the thing there, but it's hard. Oh yeah, the firebolt actually doesn't get grabbed too bad by bushes. That's nice. I don't know how much practice I'm going to do this week. I would like to do a lot, but I blew up my back on Tuesday falling downstairs. And so I can't really practice while I'm high. But to manage the pain, I need to be. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, I mean, in 1 hour, I guess maybe. How many times should the GT3s get lapped if it's like a 1 minute difference? Because it's a 4-minute lap, so it'd be every like 20 minutes or 16. It'd be every 16. Roughly. So, I mean, counter in skill. We'll say every 20 minutes GT3 gets lapped, which. It's actually a lot for the North Loop if you think about it. Usually it's only, yeah, 4, 6. So maybe closer to 50 seconds. So that's not too bad. Actually, not like 55. I think sub 5 minutes are going to be really good laps in GT3 from what Axel said. I have not been paying attention to the laps I've been doing here, but this is just a warm-up for me. I wanted to make sure I didn't go flying off the track first lap. I kind of figured this would be the part of the track I would do so. Okay, so if you get the jump going in right, it's faster, I think, but you have to nail it getting out. That's the hard part. Oh. Believe it or not, that's not the first time I did that. I did, I think, like 2 laps a few days ago when everyone was hyping up the firebolt, and I was like, I'll see how it drives. And I did that on it too. So don't cut that one too much, because you will go eat is the takeaway there. The eat line. Alright, I got one more last, damn. Yeah, the firebolt's kind of tricky on this corner because I don't know if we can go for that brake boost. Yeah, the third one. The last one there, right on the turn. They just get so much speed that you would actually get super yeeted into the mountain. Do I lose the revs or do I lose a good angle? It's a good question, actually. There. What's better to do in that situation when the car goes sideways on that jump, actually? On the hill on this jump grip. Is it better to change the pitch of the car mid-air and sacrifice the revs in that situation? Or should I just let it play out and then recover it when the wheels get on the ground? I guess more so case by case, maybe. I don't know. I kind of figure like the fast guys know what to do in that case, but that's the pray. Yeah, see, that's what I think. That's what I go off of. But I'm like, is there a better way to plan around it in that moment? Because I feel like it's pretty black and white on what you should do if you think hard enough into it, I guess. So I've always been wondering that question, like for probably 10 years. With that one corner in particular. So down. I never think to do like down and up. R1 is safe, but okay. Okay. Ugh, fuck my back, dude. The moment I move, my back is dead. If I stay still, it's kind of fine. But if I try and turn or anything, it unalives me. Alright, 226.4. No idea if that's good or not. Smash with a 436. The firebolt. Ah, I see. Alright. Link's here already farming thumbnails. Love to see it. Mogi with a 33 on PC, but yeah, that's PC. They're gonna be way faster than us, I think. Damn, no one's making... Did I host the 1 hour too early today? Or did I... Because no one's saying they're gonna make it. I mean, so far no one's really said they're gonna join. All right. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna host like group practice. I think I won't worry about the 1 hour thing because I don't think anyone's gonna join for it. Which I'm not worried about because I'm just gonna do it tomorrow. Ow! Fuck! Every time I move, I swear. Okay. That car just clipped through the ground. What the fuck? Oh, jeez. Okay. I just gotta hold myself up for a second, despite sitting in a chair. Ow. Actually, I'm gonna see if anyone's hosting already. I feel like Diglett would be having a lobby, right? I don't know. Let's join Diglett. I feel like Diglett would have a lobby. If not, then I'll host one. Yeah, no, the cars are just clipping through the ground there. What the fuck? That's weird. Okay, maybe he's not in practice yet. That's fine. Ow, my back. Fuck. Why do I keep moving? Where is it clipping? Oh, it's like clipping the ground. Like the NPC cars. Like their cars were sinking into the ground almost, but it's like the hitbox of the ground wasn't where the actual road texture was, and the cars were just driving through the road. Would it be? I guess it would. Would it be under stunt race? I guess. God, there's so many pages. Oh, it's under land race. What? Wait. Random question. Are HSW races under land race physics? This is actually a really important question, I think. It's under a land race category. Rip. Regular Rockstar races, yeah. Oh, okay, so I'm assuming that makes sense. I'm assuming then races that you make from Stunt Creator are just Stunt Creator physics then, as if all is normal. Ow, fuck my back. Every time I move, I swear. I don't know who all wants to join. All right. Ow. All right. Commands, you want to join? Might join next. Okay. Sounds good. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I should check messages. Or wait for the 1 hour. I mean, I'm not close to doing the 1 hour today if people want to do one. But at least in this exact moment, I don't feel like it. So, yeah. Well, might do it, might not today. But tomorrow for sure. Tomorrow for sure, for sure. Nah, you're just saying it for fun now. You're just doing it for fun. Alright. Uh, I don't think anyone else has said they're gonna join. Taylor did host last week. Okay, we'll see. Um, well, we'll do 5 laps, I guess. I'm pretty sure they have a party up, but I'm also pretty sure Linksy hates me, so I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to be in the same party with me. Looks like everyone has their cars. Alright. Ow. Fuck. So this is going to be an interesting round. We have supercars, muscle cars, and off-roads. There's a bug with the car oh, of course there is. Of course there's a bug with the car selection. I don't know what it is. Do you want to explain it? I don't think I've ever done HSW race before. Once you scroll past the 75th unique vehicles, your game freezes. Huh? Is that in normal races now? Moist Kitty, I think lost the spoiler actually there. Oh, we have the fucking gay ass checkpoint sounds. You hear this shit? Damn. Yeah, sports. How many other classes have more than 75 now? Muscle, I don't think is quite there. Oh, it's pretty close. Supers, probably not too far behind now. I feel like it's mainly a sports class issue, though. I feel like in the rest, it's like close, but not exact. Mostly returning players. Yeah, that's true. Wait. GT3. Why is it a GT3 problem? Wait, I'm confused. The, unless you're talking about, like, the sports race? SM722. Oh, shit. Yeah, so that's kind of like Panther or the Growler. Yeah, it was. Yeah, so it would have been like right before the cutoff then. Yeah, because what GT1 had the Banshee, we had the Rapid. I guess ours right before us, so it's, yeah, all three of them were right before. Damn. It's a good thing, I set up a new character for MCEC. I mean, I guess I can say this now, because it's not like it helped me. I guess it helped me on LSGC. Yeah, no, there are some lighting bugs with HSW races, okay. It's not just me. I noticed it earlier. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, right. I did some testing with the character models to see if there was any difference in performance between like the male or female. Because I remember that Bruffy did a testing video like 10 years ago where he had 4 people in a car. Yeah, I know, right? Bad checkpoint sounds and rendering bugs. SMH. But anyways, I saw that video. I was like, huh. So the weight of your character model does impact performance, because if you have 4 people in a car, it goes slower than it doesn't. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then another thing I thought about, I was like, in theory, shouldn't the female model be lighter in weight because it's technically smaller? If I'm Rockstar, I probably would have coded that into the game. So I did some testing, and I was like, I did find under acceleration that it was marginally faster. Not really in a way that would be overpowered in any playlists. But I did notice it. Like, it was like slightly faster on average. Like, in a playlist race, you would never see any benefits, but in an endurance race where the races are much longer and those sort of marginal differences have more time to become actual gaps in time, I did notice that mathematically it should saved about 10 seconds per race, just based on the character model you choose. And that's before you take into account how boosting may be affected as well. But just on pure acceleration zones, it was proven to be faster in a couple different cars I tested on a closed track with slowdown strips everywhere, and then also with elevation. And it was like consistent. There was no like single area was faster. It was just like consistently quicker throughout the run. And so, yeah, if anyone wants to make a true last secret of GTA racing video, you can. That's a finding that I don't think has been like publicly brought out. But it's something I noticed. And something I tried to use this season to my advantage, which is why I set up a whole new character. And all that. Fortunately, it's only helped me on one race, I think. And that was LSGP. A track that I was already fast on by default. And I didn't need any extra help. Unfortunately, it helped me on the one race I didn't need it. Or maybe I did need it, and that was the difference maker in the end. I don't know. I beat Trust by just about 10 seconds. K-Dog was only a few, though. Behind. So I feel like DB is faster than me already. I feel like DB's probably already done laps. To be fair, I have not. Aside from the 2 I did a couple days ago. And then the few I did on this half of the track earlier. So I don't really need to sweat this race though. I kind of got third on lock. I just gotta not finish in the bottom 2. Assuming Undead Outlaw wins. If he doesn't win, then I just get it by default. So we're kind of sitting comfortable with the GTG picture. But I would like to finish strong. Because in the last 2 weeks I kind of picked up where I left off when I won last season. It just took me too long to sort of get back into racing shape after being away from like this side of the community for a couple years. It's like I've always been around, right? But I never really joined anything after OHM ended a few years ago. So I've just been doing torque, really. And no offense to them, but I usually join everything they do without practice. And I usually do quite well. Yeah, despite the anti-boosting rules. So 436, I think that was. That's what Smash it earlier. So I'm not too far behind Smash on pace. Although DB might be another question. Just kind of zooming away from me. Well, I've also not been overly trying too hard here. Because my setup probably isn't even legal to begin with. Because Bruffy hasn't posted the setup yet. So I figure if I'm not too far behind DB with whatever this setup is, should be alright. The gap went down actually here. So maybe it's closer to what that gap would otherwise show. Maybe I just need a couple laps to get up the pace. Like, I don't think the Firebolt's gonna be... Like, it's not gonna be... It feels like it has, like, the skill gap constraints of the other cars. But it's not boring to drive, which is kind of nice. And it's also the North Loop, so... In general, the skill gap is going to be artificially brought out by the track, which means even if I was near-death experience right there, so even if the cars are, the skill gap is largely reduced. The track ranks it out, which is quite nice. Yeah, the gap's going down, actually. Either DB's having an off lap or picking up pace. Honestly, it could be either one. It's the North Loop, anything, really. I broke way too early there. And I fucked that lap up. Oh, they dropped down, nice. Yeah, I imagine I'm definitely nowhere near the legal setup right now. I kind of figured the bumpers, that's going to be on there. I also imagine the livery will be as well. Although the trunk, or truck bed part, I guess, I'm definitely pretty sure will not be this. Although I would like it to be. I like how it looks. I don't know if I like how... Ooh, that was a bush grab. That's a bush. It seems kind of even with DB after my miscellaneous issues this lap. Not the cleanest lap. Ooh, those are brakes. Yeah, this lap was doomed. 438. Wait, what? Okay, this feels wrong. I just noticed something. The Firebolt is quicker than the Italia GTO. We were hitting 438 in the GTO, I think. It feels so wrong that this car is faster. It's like barely 90, but it's faster than the GTO. I wouldn't have called that. It feels wrong. This car doesn't feel like a GTO paced car on the North Loop. But I guess it probably gets the lap time from being so stable, where the GTO is so... You're always fighting it, perhaps? Alright. This will be our last lap. There's 3 GT1s. This truck is a little bit easy though. Not gonna lie. It's a little tricky with braking, but that's about it, honestly. Like, it's super stable, but it doesn't have overpowered levels of grip. I feel like a good balance, but it's still quite easy. And I just screwed up a lap time trying to readjust my back. So it's not worth it. It really was not. Is the Fireball mid-drive? I never thought to ask before. I also have short shifts. I feel like those first brake boosts are going to be way too important for my liking. Yeah, the problem is I don't think I'm going to get to another slow corner before the DNF timer goes off. I do not need to do that much. Yeah, I think if we just let off R2 a little bit there. Not all the way, but just slightly. And that's perfect. And staying in final gear that entire time. Damn. Already? I mean, I knew they were far ahead. I didn't know they were that far ahead. God damn. feel like that was a pretty good first part of the lap there. Oh, what the fuck? That's okay. No, Lynx, you don't wait. I already screwed up this lap. I guess no DB. Bastards. Fucking bastards. I thought we were gonna DNF, so I didn't care about the hitbox, so I just stopped. So I was like, oh, they're just gonna finish. I can just sit for 30 seconds, and then no, Lindsay was like, nah, I'm gonna wait. As I ruined my lap. What a dick. Making me do the drive with shame for the second half of the lap despite it being over. Because, like, in theory, I'm still in DNF range of DB, so once you didn't see me. Hey, oh my god, that rendering. Yeah, I kind of did that hoping that Wincy will spare me when DB gets close enough. Please. Like, I get DB wanting to finish this lap, but I did not. Can you wall ride? You cannot. Thank you, Lynxie. I mean, I guess if I stopped dicking around, I could have found out because of my drive. Actually, this will be a good corner. See if it mid drives. I don't think it does. Oh, it does. Ah, no, it's shit. Nah, it's basically. It's better than not. Ow! I hate that my first instinct once a run is over is to move. .437. God damn it. It's actually not too bad for North Loop. Only a second off, actually. That's pretty reasonable. Alright, we're all gonna back out and do the fucking upgrades. Alright. Oh, it's so far away. Fuck that. I'm not I'm not driving. This is why I put all my cars in one garage to spawn in. Although I admittedly could have done a better garage, but Eclipse felt like a vibe. Despite being further away. It's the vibes. Alright. So, yeah, get this up to spec. So I'm not too bad pace-wise, actually. Considering Smash has already done some laps and DB's only a second and a bit faster. Which, on the North Loop, doesn't really mean too much for a first run.
Here for the magic touch?
Especially since I choked my good laps. Ow.
You have any problems? You bring her back to me.
I guess I'll try brakes.
60 to 0 in like 2 seconds.
Alright, what do we got? Ow. Oh, we got roll cage. Boo! This would have been so much cooler looking. Dumb. Really? Ow. Why are we making our boy so ugly? Why couldn't we just do bumpers?
You got great taste.
What's with this gay ass shit? Secondary color is trim. Why? Why does Bruffy want our interiors to be orange? You can't even really see it. Is there anything else? Or is that's it? Okay. Right. I don't have any complaints about the spoiler I had though. Oh yeah, we need this, don't we? Sunstrip. Secondary. Oh, wait, what? Parsalius has a pit stop penalty? What is this? Damn, he has to stop and go. Okay. I guess back to hosting. this looks so much worse than what I had earlier. Oh, I have the wrong plate. Uh-oh.
What's wrong with her now?
Uh-oh. Someone called the wee-woos. I got the wrong plate.
Better than new.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, I guess back to hosting. Ow. Okay. I'm gonna leave it on noon. Ow. Alright. Ducky joined and left. Fuck. Of course I would drop my controller. Oh, I love when the YouTube stream does the thing where it pops the chat all over the screen and blocks everything. Wait, no, I didn't want the timer. Fuck. Well. I hope Catch-Up and Slipstream are off by default. Because I did not mean to start it when I did. Oh. Oh, I guess we're going. This is why I shouldn't host things anymore. Good job, Diglett. You know, I get it. I deserved it for starting it by accident. Alright, let's see. Now that I'm a lot closer to DB, I can keep up with the guy. Now we got the proper setup here. That one corner, man. And my back. Yeah, this weekend's gonna be rough. Tomorrow I'm doing 2 back-to-back 1 hours. The one I'm hosting and the one on Xbox. I'll be racing in GT1 tomorrow, by the way, on Xbox. The at the time secondary gets hosted. I'm gonna be racing against basically the entirety of Xbox GT1, except for I think Turtle Boy. I think Blaze's alt is joining, so that'll be something. I don't know what DB was doing, but it looked like he was having a good time doing it. Well, I didn't want it to lead. I was hoping to see if I could catch DB. Inherently, I guess I can. It's called put a hill in his way. Alright, 10-second gap. Let's see if we can extend it. That is almost full throttle. It's kind of, if you have the perfect line, it might be. It's not quite full throttle, but it could be if you're Murphos or Neo or Ryan, one of those crazy ass motherfuckers. I'm a crazy ass motherfucker, but not in GTA racing. Just in real life. Unfortunately. So I'm in therapy. It's been a pretty smooth section, though, for me. Got a little bit more speed coming out of there, but pretty solid run. Yeah, I was gonna say, I felt like I was braking too early there. Oh, I gained a second on DB, actually. I'm gonna also be hoping that DB doesn't care as much now that he's won the championship. I kind of am hoping he's gonna not practice as much because of that. Which will hopefully allow me to maybe yoink a second win. Although, Smash is quite good in the North Loop, but, you know, Smash is going to hype himself up, I think. And it's warranted. He did really good last season. But there's one person who beat him on the North Loop. And that was me. So, I'm not too worried about Smash at the moment. Especially seeing the pace difference right now. I think we'll be pretty close. I don't know who the fuck I missed that apex entirely. Well, I lost a little bit of time on that section. Unfortunate. This has been a good lap, I feel. Although I don't know pace-wise what it is. 35 or 36? That's a 35. Okay, so I'm on DB's pace. We're pretty solid on North Loop. I've won twice on this track before, so a 75% podium rate. 80% if you count back one of those races was restarted. Now technically have 3 wins. Yeah, that is not full throttle yet, slightly ease off. I think that's the key for the lap time in this part. It's not letting off the throttle, but kind of just easing just enough where you can take the corners without doing that. That's the one annoying thing about the North Loop is that if you make a mistake early in the lap, you have to drive another 4 minutes just to get to a point where you can try again. This is why I'm looking more so at the timer than the lap times. Because lap times won't really matter. The likelihood you get a good lap, I guess on North Loop is kind of alright, but in a racing context, I don't think he'll be pushing the hot lap pace overly hard. So it's about 5 seconds, yeah, per choke. Alright. I just have to remember to not move. Because I can feel my back. I'm just gonna have to hope DB doesn't get insanely fast. So that way I can just pop an edible. Like, as long as I can keep up pace with whoever's the fastest, then I don't need to practice. That was the key I did last week. Except it wasn't to get stoned, so I could have pain relief. Problem is I get slower. after the levels. And then there's no point of practicing. So it's like, I do practice now so that that way I don't have to for the next 5 hours. I feel like initially though, alright, I'm gonna respawn here. I'm gonna do what I wanted to do the first lap, and that was try and chase down DB. That's also kind of why I respawned. Also because I think my car had suspension damage. So it's kind of multi-purpose. So he's going to the right there. .4. Basically the same run. Feels like I have a better grasp than DB. Looking at the way he's driving. Damn. Either I'm flying or DB had an awful lap. Or an awful part of this lap. I guess I should say it would be more accurate. I feel like it's a little bit harder to hit on the second time through, though. I also think I'm gonna have to tell myself to not turn too early on that apex. Yeah, definitely having brake upgrades is definitely the play here. It definitely brakes a lot closer to a normal car with the upgrades, for sure. Okay, this might be an actually really good lap here. For my standards of driving, this feels actually like a really good lap. Like, I'm not saying I'm an expert, but that is definitely the fastest recorded lap in GT2 on PS5. Yeah, that was a good lap. 34. I kind of figured, like, I didn't want to say it, because I didn't want to sound cocky. Okay, good. So this is our first time at the shared section. Daigle attempted fate so hard there. Holy shit. I left him space on the right. And he still went for the gap on the left. Brother, what the hell? Uh-oh. Ah, I fucked it. Oh, it's a last lap too. That's fine. Oh, that's okay. Had a good lap though. That was a good lap. Honestly, I'm quite happy with that right now. I know it's probably gonna get shattered immediately. Checkpoints make difference. This is it's an HSW race supply, so they have like different race modes in the creator where to get the like multi-class options for the HSW cars, you have to make like it as a separate job. Kind of like you would like a transform race, I guess, or like a random all. Basically, it's like a separate game mode, but it's like so technically like it's like a sub type game mode. If that makes sense. And basically, you have to make an HSW specific race, and the checkpoints make different sounds in those races. That's my long explanation for that. Yeah, it's still like the normal checkpoints in normal races, but because it's technically not a normal race, it is making the other sound. Yeah. I saw Roar, I think, said something, but I didn't get to see what it was before it popped away. Let me see if I can not kill my back and switch tabs to the monitor. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I figured we're gonna do enough. That's okay. This thought was a scratch. Damn. Damn. That's some 25 RP right there. Yeah, Diglett really freaking almost died. Oh. Damn you, DB. Alright. Alright. Please tell me I'm faster. Yes! We cooking. I'm gonna screenshot that lap time real quick. I mean, I'm usually quite good on the North Loop. But early on, I definitely feel very comfortable with the car on the track. Obviously, the North Loop is a track I'm usually quite good on. Okay, yeah, commands, I will wait for you now. I don't know if you're still listening. Probably not, but yeah, we'll wait. Get some people in here. Oh, wait, reserve post? What? Alright. Ow. Ah, jeez. Alright. So I'm doing a lot better than I thought I would out of the gate, I will say. Um, so far, I appear to have pace in GT2. Oh. Oh. Alright. Um, alright. I think we're waiting for DB to come back. I'm assuming. Ow. Fuck my back, dude. Note to self: do not fall down concrete stairs. Ow. I will say, before DB gets back in, I would say of the three cars and just how people have been lapping so far, it feels like GT2 has the easiest car. All right. All right. All right. So DB is not coming back. That's fine. What the fuck? Okay. I'm not gonna question it. Ow. Lol. Good thing I didn't bet this time. Maybe Matex just wanted to practice lapping. I'll be doing it a bunch, which means being good at it will be very important, actually. Not really, actually. This is more blue, but everyone's going to be super spread out by the time we get to lapping. It's not going to matter. Especially with pit stops. Actually, maybe not with pit stops now, because it's a lot shorter. Like, noticeably. Yeah, just let him go. It's practice. I don't need to defend for Nico. He's not here. That's the logic. I'm going with it. If me going here, I don't need to slow up GT1s unnecessarily. I actually have an idea for an event I want to host. So the one thing that's kind of nice about this is that it's later in the day for the UK people. So if I decide to stop practicing when they stop practicing, they're not going to practice for another 8 hours at least. Which means I can probably not have to worry about practicing too much longer. That one. I get this one though. I don't know if it's worth going for the second one, because I feel like this one is so much stronger than those other two. I don't know if it matters. I feel like you actually don't want the second one to get the third one. Ooh, that was close. Lost a little bit of time there. Just enough speed though. I did not have to let off though for that corner, although I did not take it very well. God, my back. Oh yeah, this lap is cooked. Yep, it's cooked. I just on my back. Alright. Well, you know what? If I get all my crashes out in this lap, that's fine. That's fine. I got another 3-minute drive of shame before I can try again. Almost lost the door. This lap is... I like how I go from setting the best lap of GT2 to setting the worst. That seems pretty typical for me, honestly. I'll probably respawn again before the last checkpoint. Maybe readjust my back and... Fuck, I need to take an audible after this shit. Maybe I could take it, maybe... Yeah, I'm gonna take one after. And then when it kicks in, I'm done for the day. Well, for a few hours, I guess. Not the day. Ooh, that's a short shift. Okay, I'm gonna respawn. Alright. No one's around. Oh, that's mid-drive. That was actually a good mid-drive. Unfortunately, I completely missed turn 1. Got all 3. That might actually compensate for completely missing turn 1. Although I could have took more speed through there for sure. Yeah, I fucked it there. Oh well. I wonder if TS will get lapped in this session here. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Oh, what the hell was that? That was a suspension freakout if I ever experienced one before. Yeah, this section doesn't feel too good. Don't know what lap times is going to be though. Yeah, definitely not a good lap. Well, we're cooking on this part of the lap. Okay, this is an unreal lap already, and I'm gonna DNF. Fuck. Commands! If you can hear me, let me finish this lap. God damn it, this lap has been perfect! I'm gonna DNF. God damn it, this has actually been a perfect lap. Alright, I'm gonna have to look at the splits on my 34 compared to this lap. Yeah, Commands is gonna finish, I bet. He's nice, he won't. It's okay. I can always cross-reference. He's almost there. Hi, Ops. Haven't seen you in a while. How's it going? It is HSW cars on North Loop. GT1s have the new FMJ, but everyone has HSW upgrades, so I'm not going to bother saying HSW again. But FMJ for GT1, the new one. This is the Firebolt off-road truck for GT2, and GT3 has the Tampa GT. So it's an actual like multi-class race without any of the glitches this time. Okay, yes, I was gonna finish anyways because the first half of the lap was really good. Not so sure on the second part though. Tampa GT. It's another new muscle car, kind of. Came out a few years ago. I don't know if you were still around when that came out. This lap was not a 34. Oh no! Oh no, it was. Okay. Yeah, track's working pretty well. I quite like this version. Honestly, it's a lot better than. I would say it's probably the. Yeah, all the cars are new. Like basically, almost every single one is like brand new within the last few years. I think I've driven. I only owned, I think, two of the cars that were. Brian was. I don't know about GT2 and GT3, but it was actually pretty alright for GT2 because we didn't wall boost Cyclone. Like, it could, but it wasn't any. It wasn't consistent with wall boosting, although the GT1s had a lot of issues with it. Yeah. This version was not built with avoiding boost. Yeah, it's quite nice. It drives really well. This version, I would say it's um I would say it probably drives the best of any version of the North Loop, I would say. Oh, you meant Ron. Um I mean, yeah, Ron was okay. But yeah, ball boosting was shit. Uh and yeah, Ron was not ideal with avoiding the boosts, but I didn't have to deal with it, so it wasn't my problem. Ow. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Bruff, we did just kind of bring it back out of nowhere. Even I didn't expect it. Also, don't mind me, my back is dead, so if you hear random pain noises, it's just because my back is that kind of fried. I fell down concrete stairs on Tuesday, and it's not been fun ever since. But yeah, I have to do MCEC practice with a completely destroyed back. That's my weekend plans. We got a good car and a track at least, so the car we have for GT2 is that it drives quite nice. It doesn't boost very well, but the North Loop is way skill gapped enough where it doesn't matter. All right, ups. I'll see you later. Have fun. Packing your bags. My internet is dying. Classic. Ow. Ow. Yeah, I think I'm done practicing for now as well. I need to take a break. And ideally probably have a hot shower for an hour. And hopefully that will help my back.